Fuchs in the house, coming to you on a Friday night. Shout out to all my subscribers and new subscribers that I've picked up. So thanks, and I appreciate anyone watching my YouTube videos. Thank you very much, and hopefully 2021 starting out good for everybody. I'm gonna first do a shout out. Took my parents tonight, and Denny's was nice enough to give us the whole restaurant until we were leaving to let us have it. It was just us. We were the only ones in this restaurant on a Friday night at 6 o'clock. My ma enjoyed the pot roast dinner that day. She was like, "This is good," and everything was great. We've been very lucky to be able to go there with no people. Um, this was, I mean, I've never been in a restaurant. Basically, we made it almost 45 minutes without a single customer coming in. And right when we were just wrapping up, two people came in. And so, so like I said, we had a whole restaurant to ourselves, and they basically were cleaning the place and doing it what they could. Just shows, wow, talk about different times, and to be able to go to a restaurant on a Friday night and nobody's in it. I don't care what, I mean, just it. I just don't see how they survive. Um, Everybody was friendly. Like I say, the food was. I mean, I don't know if it's just because they're not having to rush the food, but everything turned out great, and so thought I'd throw a shout out for that. And then before people start bailing on the video, let's see if I can get something going. This is going to be more for people that know me, and is so 2020 COVID, crazy year. If people can maybe, and again, this is kind of people that know me and associate, why 2022 is going to be worse than 2020. And I'm going to just start there and see if I get any responses at all. And then if hints are needed, I'll build off of that. But again, why 2022 will be worse than 2020. Kind of have to know me on this a little bit. But if anybody can throw out some responses and see what happens, and we'll go from there. What else? Well, there's been just nothing extra. It's kind of light snow, nothing staying to the ground or anything. So it's about 30, right around that freezing mark. So I was able to take the folks' Christmas decorations down the other night. I kind of forced myself when it was above freezing, just to be able to take that stuff out of the ground without it, trying to pull it, yank it out. So I took the opportunity of that. I did take my Christmas after I had my video. The next day, I don't know if it was because I did the video, I got motivated to, as you can see in the corner, there is no tree. I took that down, but I did keep up some snowmen and stuff like that for the winter piece. So I did keep that going. And now to movie talk. Okay, going DVDs for the most part. Is basically, I'm trying to think how I want to do this. Kind of like going old school. I'm going to go old school first. So I got a couple war movies. The one night, kind of have one of these things. It's like, I just want to indulge a movie that, a comfort movie that I like. And so I went with Pork Chop Hill, and basically Gregory Peck's in this. All kinds of young actors. Sidney Poitier, Robert Blake, I think, is in here. But yeah, you'll notice some people that they have little bit roles, and it's kind of like their starting career. It's based on a true story on the end, towards the end of the Korean War, on how things were going to be. Kind of got into a pissing match on territory and fighting and stuff like that. Then my next one, and again, I kind of kept it going because of a war movie. So I went with Tora, and just enjoy the movie. Basically, attack on Pearl Harbor. The movie's written on both the Japanese side and the American version. The movie is accurate on the attack of Pearl Harbor, but some of the stuff that Japan does and talks about. And for some reason, I think I talked about this movie in one of my previous videos as I'm doing this, so apologize. It's just something I had a couple war movies there, and I must have maybe not cleaned up. So if I did talk about Tora, it is one of my favorite. It's a good war movie. I like the aspect that they had like a Japanese side of it and the American side of it, putting it together. So those are two of my war movies. Next, go with The Immortals. So if you're into Greek mythology, basically good versus evil, good storyline. It covers the base. You'll like it if you're into that kind of those type of movies. Fantasy. So Henry Cavill and Mickey Rourke are in there. So, and then two movies. I'm trying to think how to do this one. White Elephant, Mon Hanso, and Kevin Bacon. Basically dealing with sex trafficking and taking down a sex trafficking gang. Somewhat of a interesting storyline towards the end a little bit. But again, if you're looking for something to watch, you're looking for something different, I'd recommend Elephant White. And then my last one is Blood Diamond, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jennifer Connelly. Oh, and it's just, again, I did not know he was in both of these movies. Jeez, tells you how much I'm paying attention. Is basically looking for the perfect diamond in Africa and more or less seeing the bullshitting involved with diamonds and how that goes about. So otherwise, it's been decent, and again, stay safe out there. Be careful. For me, like I say, if I take my parents out, I try to go to a restaurant that's more or less more than half dead. Is how I look at it. Is if it's a restaurant that's the parking lot's like half full or something, I kind of like, not so much. So it's up to everybody on it, but stay safe. I mean, for me, the shopping thing's the only one that kind of, for grocery shopping. But just seeing some of the shopping stuff, you see some of these malls and stuff, and it's like, wow, I don't get it. And I know people have to do their shopping, but I just feel like there's times that some people are just shopping because they just like shopping. And like, I don't think COVID versus shopping. I don't know. Just my opinion. That's that. Please make comments. I have no problem with that. Good, bad. And again, if anybody, please make a comment on why 2022 is going to be worse than 2020. Kind of see where that goes. And I just leave it at that. I want to build on it. And if I don't see any responses or anything, I'll respond down the road. Because I do have, So have a good one. Thanks for watching, and take it easy.